Hello everyone, this is Rosado, your Sado Realtor at Better Homes and Art Gardens, Real Estate Networkers. I thought that this article that we are about to go over would be great because we are in a weird space right now, and we are seeing that the economy is getting a boost that could lead to higher home prices. I hope that you stick around and take a listen. On a side note, I do want to share that I post videos because I truly believe that a well-informed buyer and seller makes the best real estate decisions. If you like this video, please feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe, and smack that bell to get notified on future posts. When you are ready to either buy or to sell your home, feel free to reach out to me through my site at www.marierosadohomes.com. The economy gets a boost that could lead to higher home prices and more bidding wars. This article was written by Claire Trapasso on June the 5th, 2020. I will make sure to leave a description box, the article in the description box below for you to review. An improving economy is turning up the heat on the summer housing market. The unemployment rate fell to 13.3% in May as more cities and states reopened and many furloughed employees were called back to work, the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics announced on Friday. While unemployment is still high, it's less than April's rate of 14.7% and well under the prediction of many economists. There are signs that the better than expected job situation is already having a positive effect on the housing market. We're seeing more home buyers in the market than we did this time last year, says Realtor.com chief economist Daniel Haley. It's shaping up to be a better than expected summer in the housing market. Summer has historically been when the housing market catches fire, as buyers bid up prices to secure a home and move before the kids start school in the fall. This year, experts had predicted that the season would be slower than normal because of the economic turmoil, high unemployment, and fears of the novel coronavirus. To put it in perspective, just after the Great Recession, unemployment reached a high of 10%. May's rate was higher. But the economy's retreat from the precipice is already having an impact on the national housing market. Part of why we're seeing the housing market rebound is because people who would have been shopping in March and April are now out shopping in May and June with people who were originally planning to look for homes in the summer, says Haley. The primary motivation is people believe this is the right time for them to buy a home, she said. The secondary motivation is that mortgage rates are low, so it helps buyers afford more home than they would have been able to previously. That's especially important now that people are wanting more space. Home buyers undeterred by the coronavirus pandemic and ensuing economic fallout returned to the market en masse. In the last 2 weeks in May, the number of mortgage applications for home purchase climbed 8.7% year over year in the week ending May 22nd and surged 17.5% in the week ending May 29, according to the Mortgage Bankers Association. Mortgage forbearance, which allow homeowners in financial hardship to skip monthly payments, were also down for the first time since the crisis began. Forbearance fell to roughly 4.73 million as of June the 2nd, down from 4.76 million the previous week, according to Black Knight, a technology data and analytic company. Home prices responded to the increase in buyers by going up. They rose 3.1% year over year in the last 2 weeks of May, according to Realtor.com's data. In the first 2 weeks of the month, before many of the city and state reopenings, home prices have been going up by about 1.5%. People are surprised that prices are rising, not falling, because in the last recession, home prices fell, says Haley. The difference this time is the severe shortage of home for sale. We're seeing bigger price increase with a limited number of homes. That's likely to lead to more competition and potentially multiple offers and bidding wars. Even before anyone had heard of COVID-19, there was a shortfall of homes for sale. Once the virus reached crisis proportion in the United States, many sellers responded by pulling their property off the market or holding off on listing them. This made the situation even worse. However, in the past few weeks, things are beginning to shift a little. There are more people putting their homes on the market than there were in late March and April, says Haley. But there still aren't more sellers now than there were a year ago. Haley cautions that even though unemployment was lower than anticipated, the economy isn't out of the woods. Only about 10% of the jobs that were lost the previous month have been recovered. And while more people in hard-hit sectors like tourism and hospitality have been brought back to work, white-collar layoffs likely aren't over. There's still a lot of recovery just to get back to where we were. If this economy momentum continues, it could propel the housing market forward, says Haley, who is having a wait-and-see approach. Prices could potentially slow down later if we see a second wave of infection or the economy falters again. Now, on a side note, I do want to point out that yes, there are a lot of activities here going on in Georgia. People are starting to put their house on the market. Buyers are starting to go out and look for properties to buy. So my office here has been reporting a lot of closings and contracts, and I myself have been starting to get busy with buyers being ready, or some getting the process of getting ready to buy. So things are looking up pretty great here in Georgia. And I hope it's the same for you as well. And yes, I do want to piggyback that there is a shortage here, especially in the region and in different price range as well. I mean, it's not, it's across the board. It's just that because there's not a lot of homes, everybody's competing for that limited amount of house that's currently on the market. So there are multiple offers being made. And that was even before the virus, but now it's even more so. And because of that, sellers, or because of the shortage in housing, sellers are bringing up their price a little bit more because they know they are hot because they have the product that the buyer is looking to buy. So things are looking up. Hopefully, as we move forward, more houses will be on the market to accommodate the demand that the buyers have. We're going to have to wait and see how this goes. So I hope that this article was helpful, and I'm hoping that it was useful to you. If you are a buyer, there is hope. There are activities. There are homes on the market. You may have to compete a little bit more than you may want it to, but it is there. And if you are a seller, hey, now is the time. A lot of buyers are looking for you to buy your house. So if you are timid if your house is gonna sell, we could say with positivity that your house is gonna sell, provided that the price is right and in fairly good condition. So yes, I hope that this was helpful to everybody, and I thank you. Please feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, for sticking around.